All right, now it's 6. Guess what? Stores is the college basketball capital of the world again. The national championship has come back home. We're going to have a full look at how things went across the state as the final seconds of last night's championship game ended with the most important hardware coming home to Connecticut.
And while some fans celebrated safely, others not so much. The destruction left behind by fans and students after that big win last night.
Good morning. Talking about another mild day, but there's rain close and far away. We'll talk about it all coming up.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good morning. What a great morning it is to be here in Connecticut. Thanks so much for starting off your day with us here at Fox 61 America Areas.
I'm Tim Lammers. Yes, a very happy day in the entire state of Connecticut. The UConn men did it again. Maybe some of you haven't gone to sleep yet. Curious to see.
Probably a lot up at UConn.
Yeah.
Not surprised there. There is still excitement in the air because, you know, the UConn men's basketball team won its 5th title in school history last night.
Yeah, they beat San Diego State easily, just like they beat all the other 5 teams in the NCAA tournament, finishing with an average margin of victory of exactly 20 points a game. Here's Fox 61 sports director Jonah Karp with more from Houston, where it all went down.
The journey of this season for UConn men's basketball was defined by 2 long stretches of success, which bookended a period of struggle. So perhaps in poetic fashion, the final game of the year was exactly that. A fast start, a slow middle, and a strong finish. 76-59, the final over San Diego State. UConn men's basketball is the national champion.
Like, we're living legends now. Like, we can tell our grandkids that we're national champions.
Just to be able to tell, my family and, hopefully my kids one day that, I was a national champion, it's gonna be great.
It feels amazing, but it'll probably sink in when I sit down and talk to my family a little bit more, but right now it still hasn't sunk in.
It feels like I'm in a dream right now, and eventually someone's going to wake me up, It's crazy.
Can you process being a national champion?
No, I can't. I think that's the whole thing. I can't process it. I'm just completely numb. Like I said, I feel like I'm in a dream and someone's going to wake me up, and I'm just going to be really upset that it was just a dream.
This team has tremendous heart. They have tremendous character. They have some mature players.
And I can't wait to just, really embrace it and just, I'm a champion, surely. And we're all champions, and we work for it, and it's never going to go away.
Adama, what does this moment mean for UConn basketball?
Man, it means a lot, I'm just happy we're able to do this for UConn fans, because they want this part so bad,
And we won, and no one can take this away from anyone. This is a whole season thing. Everyone who put in the work the entire season deserves this moment.
But now we've got the hardware, and now we're going to hang a banner in that practice gym. When I look out that window every day, I'm going to see a banner that we put up in there, and now we start to build our own trophy case.
The Huskies put on quite a show in this NCAA tournament, winning each game by double digits. And with that, the college basketball season is over, and UConn men's basketball is bringing a national title back to Stores. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Jonah Karp, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Jonah, thanks. Isn't it great to hear from the players and their excitement, their joy? It's such a great end to the season, and great to see for Coach Hurley and his son. What an incredible experience to have his first championship win, to be with his son on his team.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. That's so cool.
For such a basketball-focused family like the Hurley family is, it looks like there could be a lot more to come. This is their 5th national championship now. Between them and the women, they got 16 banners up there at Gamble Pavilion and Stores. Lindsay Kane is live not too far from there with more on the excitement from the fans. You can see it behind us. Lindsay, I know you are excited as well. Is there anybody else that you think is still around there that hasn't gone to sleep yet?
Yeah.
Other than me, no. No, I stayed up to watch the game last night. I maybe got an hour of sleep, if that, and I am just grinning ear to ear this morning. I don't even feel it because I am just so excited. At this point, campus is still, quiet this morning. It's dark and early. Students are getting their rest. They were out celebrating last night, and they need their rest because there is much more celebrating in store here in stores. So UConn with just another dominating performance last night, beating San Diego State 76-59. They were just dominating the Aztecs, and it was such a great way to go out of the tournament, of course on top as national champions too, but with another sizable victory like we've been seeing all tournament long. But this is the video to really check out. Check out this. Students celebrating inside Gamble Pavilion last night during a big watch party, and when that final whistle blew, students just storming the court, going absolutely crazy. Some students that we spoke with last night say that is the moment they've been waiting for ever since they decided to come to UConn in the first place.
I'm so happy to be a UConn fan right now. Nothing can make me happier right now than this UConn National Championship. I've been waiting so long for this. This is my junior year. I've been waiting so long for this. I'm so happy right now.
Now, fans were feeling confident going into this final game. Many fans saying, however, they didn't want to jinx anything, but they knew in their gut the Huskies could pull it out, and they certainly did. Now, this is a victory 9 years in the making, and students say they're excited for the future. Now, again, students are getting some rest. They certainly need it because there is yet another party today happening in Gamble Pavilion to welcome the Huskies home. That is happening at 4 p.m. today, and tickets are a first-come, first-served basis. It's also open to fans too, so if anyone is interested in coming and welcoming the Huskies home with that big national championship trophy, you better get your tickets soon. Tim and Erica will send things back over to you.
Okay, Lindsay, thank you. Congratulations. I know you certainly deserve it like a lot of UConn fans do. There you go. The pom-poms are out. That being said, not everybody celebrated by just simply going out into the streets and hugging and cheering. There's a little destruction too, unfortunately.
Yeah, a lot more than high fives here. Fox 61's Brooke Griffin is live on campus with a look at the damage. Brooke.
Well, several of those students were arrested last night because of that damage they caused. A lot of it here at the Student Union across from Gamble. You can see the entire front of the Student Union is boarded up this morning with all of that glass still laying there on the ground. And that's because the windows were smashed out by excited students last night. They not only shattered the first layer of the doors, but made it through many of the second layer doors as well. The other side of the building has shattered doors, but the windows did not fully break. That side is not quite as boarded up. But this is just part of the destruction. Multiple pieces of furniture were set on fire across the campus, mostly circling around one large fire right in the middle of the students who were gathered. Several lampposts were ripped out of the ground and passed around through the crowd. Many of them were used to break these doors that I had just showed you. Now, the street signs and signals were also ripped off the poles and other campus structures as students climbed on them to take those signs down. A lot of very rowdy crowd members last night, all running through this area of campus. Now, UConn fans will have yet another reason to celebrate, another opportunity later today as the team returns home and back to campus. The school is already sending out messages warning students that they need to be respectful and, of course, remain calm. They say they don't want things to get out of hand yet again. Live in stores, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Well, yeah, these things happen. Don't want to say they're inevitable, but you almost feel like it's inevitable. Somebody's going to do something stupid.
Yeah, you have to expect it, unfortunately.
Right, Brooke, thank you. Okay, over to meteorologist Matt Scott. Good morning.
Good day for celebrations.
Yep.
Let me tell you how convinced I was.
Indoors and outdoors.
How confident I was in my prediction that they were going to win. I didn't even watch the game. I said, I'm going to bed. I'm going to wake up, and I know I'm going to wake up, and I'm going to see champions all over the place. And
that's exactly what happened. Granted, there was some.
You could have watched at least the first, the tip-off, maybe.
No, I was in bed. I had to get my sleep. But no, good morning to you and congratulations. We are all in blue to celebrate the family here. Mild temperatures now and later as we celebrate. as the men return home today. Few clouds, mostly dry. We do have a mid to late week storm that's still on the way. Talk about the danger with that coming up. Look at these mild temperatures between 38 and 46. Not bad, 43 in Hartford. We're getting tickled by just a little drip or two, mainly off to the north. As we expand the view, you can see where it is. It's not a concern. Bus stop forecast, 43 now, but we are going to see increasing clouds. We're also going to see increasing temperatures well into the 60s today. We'll talk about so much more with UConn and, of course, everything you need to know weather-wise for the celebrations. That's all coming up in a few minutes. Let's get a check on the roads right now. Lauren Zen, did you watch any of it? Be honest.
I did actually. I watched a little bit of the beginning. I went to bed.
You were up that late.
My husband got home from work at 10:15, and I woke up and we put it on, and I fell back asleep. But it was looking good when I had watched.
As the only adult in the house, and barely that at that, we all went to bed. That was it.
Yeah,
so.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You know, you got to wake up early. You got to be a dad. That's how it works these days. My toddlers will still wake up at 5 a.m. regardless if we stay up until midnight or not. Good morning, everyone. Hopefully you're having a great day. We did have a couple of closures this morning. Want to bring you out to one closure over in Bridgewater. Hopefully this will wrap up relatively shortly. There was a two-car crash right at Route 133 between Clapboard Road and Sarah Sanford Road, and this was two cars in that crash. There were some wires down. Eversource was on scene cleaning this up, so hopefully this will be clear relatively shortly. Waterbury closure, I-84 eastbound should be opening any minute right at exit 20. There was some road work. Typically says it happens till 6:30, but it usually wraps up before that. Gonna end on a good note. We like to keep the vibes positive here this morning. 91, 84, Route 2, all coming in and out of the capital city, looking good for the morning commute. We'll check back in on the roads coming up at 6:30. Tim and Erica, back over to you.